Hey everybody, how are you tonight? Dr. Stephanie Stroud with Cornerstone's Pet Tip of the Week. So, April or March, because today's like March, but it feels like April with all the rain we've been getting this last week. April showers bring May flowers, right? But what else does April showers bring? Dun 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 dun. Anybody know? If you know, right now, drop it in the comments right now. Let's see if you guys know. So the answer is heartworms. Okay, and you say, but wait a minute, Dr. Stroud. I thought heartworms were transmitted by mosquitoes. Well, if you said that, you are absolutely correct. So why does April showers bring heartworms? Well, the reason being is because in April, with all the rain and all the standing water we have around, we tend to get an influx and a major growth of mosquitoes. And with an influx and major growth of mosquitoes, we tend to have more prevalence for heartworms. And so I know for those of you guys that watch this every week, we've talked about heartworms before, but it's the season that everything's going to start really building up again. And it's also such an important topic to talk about because I see this disease year-round. It's a big problem. It kills dogs and cats, and it's so easy to prevent. So let's talk about heartworms. So heartworms are a parasite that are transmitted by mosquitoes. So basically an infected mosquito will bite your dog or your cat. The baby heartworm, per se, will get into the blood vessels, travel up through the bloodstream, and go to the heart where they reside and like to live, and that's where they stay as an adult. And essentially what you're getting this cluster of heartworms within the heart that causes a blockage, okay? And then you end up with heart failure. And your dog or cat dies. And that is so sad, guys, because it's so preventable. So, like I said, nasty disease kills your dogs and cats. So that should be number one reason why you're listening to the video. And so now you ask me, well, what can I do about it? Okay, the next thing that we talk about with heartworms is prevention. So I'm very happy to say that we have very good products that have good prevention now. These products may be involving you giving a monthly chewable, or it may be that you're giving an injection. We here at Cornerstone Animal Hospital recommend ProHeart, which is an injection they receive every 6 months. That way, as you get busy with your summer schedule, just like I get busy with my summer schedule, you don't forget to give your dog or your cat baby their prevention at the beginning of the month. You're covered for those whole 6 months. You come in every 6 months with your biannual exams at Cornerstone Animal Hospital. We update your heartworm prevention, and your pet is covered. So prevention is very easy. It tends to be very affordable. And so that's why it's so sad to me when I have pets come in that have heartworm disease when it's such a preventable disease. That being said, let's say that you just got a puppy or you just got a rescue pet and you didn't have any control over it and you brought it into your veterinarian and they screen them and you find out they have heartworms. The good news is that we do have treatment. It tends to be very effective. Can be a little bit expensive, but it is very effective, and you can give your pet a good quality of life. And after we cure the heartworms and get rid of them, they can go on a prevention and they can live a long, happy, healthy life with lots of moments filled with smiles and laughter, sometimes frustration, but because they're just like your children, but lots of happy smiles for the rest of their life. And that's what we want, okay? And so, yes, heartworm disease is treatable. I have had several people within the last few months that thought it wasn't treatable. So, good news, updated information for you. It is very treatable, and we can help you with that. But our goal is that we want to identify it before you get heartworm disease. So, we want to screen them. We want to make sure that they don't have any signs of that. And then we want to put them on prevention so that it saves them through going through the hard side effects of the heartworm treatment, but also it helps save your budget a little bit so that you can buy those cute colors or outfits or whatever you want for them instead of having to spend on treatment for heartworm disease, okay? So prevention is one of the big keys. What other things can you do to try to prevent the incidence of heartworms? Well, like I said, they are transmitted by mosquitoes, Okay, we do see mosquitoes here in this part of Missouri year round because our winters go like this. And so we'll have one day where it's 60 and then the next week it will be like 20 degrees. So we do see mosquitoes in the winter time, but we see them a lot more frequently during the summertime. And mainly that's because in the springtime, we see a lot of rain showers, which is why we got started on the topic, April showers. And so we tend to see that we have residual capacities of water, standing water laying around, which is where the mosquitoes like to lay their eggs and their larvae. And so by making sure you kind of go around your yard or your the house or the farm or whatever you and your pet reside on, make sure that you're getting rid of standing water. So if you have buckets out there of rocks or walnuts or whatever you have buckets of, make sure that you're dumping that water out so that you're not ending up with mosquito infested waters there. If you had bird baths, make sure you're changing those on a regular basis so again you can get rid of the mosquito larvae. Okay, if you have standing puddles, there's not as much you can do about that, but try to keep your pets away from that as much as possible. Yes, mosquitoes can fly a certain radius and can still travel over to where you're at, but trying to prevent your pet from being around as near as frequently will help. But the prevention is going to be your main thing. So if you pair your environmental treatment and making sure you're getting rid of the standing water where you can and you have your prevention, even if your pet's around a pond or something like that, it should be okay with the prevention. The preventions are very effective nowadays. And so to kind of recap, heartworms are nasty. They kill your dog and cat. Okay, it is preventable. Generally, you can either use a monthly or it's going to be that 6-month injection that we talked about here in the United States. Very effective, very good for those of you guys who have a busy schedule. It's what we recommend here at Cornerstone Animal Hospital. Yes, we do see heartworm disease year round. It is more frequent in the summertime with the standing water that we talked about, and the best way to try to prevent your pet from getting heartworm disease is to prevent it, as well as to do some environmental cleanup. So if you have questions, if you have concerns, or if you just have a comment, drop them below. Like I said, I'm always happy to field questions. If you have other questions about other pet topics that you want to know, drop them below, and so I can take a look at them and maybe do a pet video on them in the future. If you want to watch our past pet videos, you can go to the Facebook page here right where you're watching it. It should have all of our videos with our pet tips. You can also go to Cornerstone Animal Hospital under YouTube for the channel, or go to our website cornerstonevet.info, go to the About tab, go to videos, and then go to pet tips, and there's all kinds of resources there on our website for you guys. There's pet tip videos, there's some papers on different things like arthritis, hip dysplasia that have been written for you guys to have information, and there's also a blog for you to go and read information and learn all kinds of things. So I hope this was helpful. I will chat with you guys later. You guys have a happy Monday and stay warm today. All right, see you next week.